What's up, guys? Today we're going to go over the top 5 unexpected repairs to watch out for when purchasing your first rental. Now, the first one is one of my favorites. It actually occurred to me. I shouldn't say favorite, but it happens a lot to a lot of people who invest in real estate. It's called the sewage line repair. So during the escrow phase on the house, there's actually the home inspection does not include something called the sewage line inspection. You have to order the sewage line separately. I highly recommend you order a sewage line inspection on any houses older than the 1980s because older than the 1980s, they use something called cast iron pipe. And cast iron can actually rust over and roots can stick into it and actually break the actual pipe. So if that occurs, a pipe break and you have replacing the pipe could cost anywhere from 5,000 to 9,000 to tens of thousands of dollars depending on how much sewage line you have to replace. One thing you can do is a clean out. If the line is actually not broken, you can do a clean out. That costs a couple $100s. But eventually, if there's roots constantly sticking into the pipes, you might have to actually replace the line anyway. So a lot of times people will just do a preemptive, replace the whole line if it looks like it's in bad shape. The next type of repair to watch out for is the roof repair. So what you want to do is when you're inspecting the house, kind of get an idea of how old is the roof and what type of roof is it. So there's different types of roofs and they each have different life expectancies. There's metal roofs, there's like wood shake, there's asphalt shingles roofs. So there's tons of different types of roofs out there. Make sure you determine what type the roof is and when was it last replaced and what's its current life expectancy approximately. The third type of repair is the HVAC repair. So I actually had to do this. I had an HVAC unit that wasn't working on the very first house I bought. I had to replace it with something called mini splits. And the mini split system cost about $15,000. So keep in mind that replacing an HVAC unit could cost quite a bit. It's definitely going to be several thousands of dollars. So get an idea of what model you currently have, when it was last replaced, and what its current life expectancy is based off of the model number. The next one that's very common is the water heater repair. So water heaters, last different amounts of times depending on the model again. And it's a very common thing for a water heater to break down, and then replacing it will cost a couple $100s. I would say $500 to $900 to replace it, depending on what you use for the new water heater. Some of them could be several thousands of dollars. The final one is water damage. So if you have a leak on a house, one of my colleagues actually had this. They had a leak on the house and it actually went into the walls of the house and they had to tear out the walls and replace everything there that was damaged by the water. And that cost tens of thousands of dollars. So water damage could actually be quite significant, especially if it gets into the interior and the wood. So make sure your tenants are very aware of if there are leaks around the house and they're reporting it, because any small leak could actually lead to a major high costing repair, especially if it gets into the interior or the wood of the house. So that's it, guys. Those are the top 5 unexpected repairs to watch out for on your first rental. Please like and subscribe if this was helpful for you, and join me again on the next week's video.